Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Time for chapter 2 or episode 2 about Linda. All a bit in the greenish theme. Oh, I like how they did that. All those filters and colors. Yeah, these games, I just love how how colorful they are. Colorful, yeah, right. Another introduction. Isn't then a prologue, epilogue? I don't. No, I think it's called differently. Yeah, I see her. That is Linda. She can see. She gets the visions. Gotta take a sip from my throat. We're again starting at school. Actually, I quite like this building. Like it's really open. And then you can get an overview from higher up. Yeah, I like it. I wonder though where the cafeteria is in this school. Or maybe they don't have one. I mean, it makes sense, like the students having to take their own sandwiches with them, etc. That is how it was when I went to school still. Well, high school then. Well, you could buy some drinks and candy, but not really like bread, etc. And fried snacks, that kind of stuff. However, when going to, I guess it's called uni in English, just a school after high school, more professional focused, or profession focused, career focused. That school did have a cafeteria, but I suppose it's not that necessary in a high school. I mean, you can't just get your own things. Well, for the next school as well. It is nice though.
Hello.
Yeah, actually, where are people supposed to take breaks in this school? I don't see any room with tables, and I guess maybe it is behind the closed doors near the stairs. That seems to lead to a bigger room. Alright. Well, but that's enough about school stuff. Let's get more on topic with StarShine. StarShine or Star Stable, StarShine Legacy. No, it's all the same. Same universe. Yeah, typical Linda. She is very responsible. And she likes to take on things like her doing this, the Yarvik does that, was it right? Or the school thingy. That is so Linda. But yeah, it does mean that she can go later, or can't go so early towards the stables, but oh well.
No.
School Gazette, there it is. The others are also still in school. That really does show dedication if you do these extra things at school after you're done with your lessons. Not everybody does that, and not everybody has to. If you don't have the interest, then why would you? Yeah, Alex, let's say the whole fight with Garnock is done, and the Dark Riders, I think she's just pretty much gonna do what she's doing now. She's gonna become a stable hand at Yarvik stables or even own it at some point. Yeah, I totally see her doing that. Yeah, I talked about that in another video. Alex, she's very energetic. She needs to do hard physical work. Otherwise she's just gonna get bored. Studying is not her thing. Linda and Alex are actually a little bit opposite then. Linda, she is calmer. She loves to study. She loves to read books. She's maybe a bit more introvert as well.
So?
Though, yeah, I must say Linda also seems quite social. Maybe not super outgoing, but I do think Linda does enjoy like these deep conversations, etc. But she's actually courageous as well. Like they're all courageous, but she gets jumping. Honestly, jumping with horse, it just takes some guts. Okay, they all jump, but still, like that is some action. Actually, yeah, jumping, I didn't expect that from Linda. Like, you'd say she'd do dressage, but no, she's actually a jumper. But jumping also takes a sort of precision and calculation. But the fact that Meteor is then a jumping horse, the laziest one who always thinks about food. Well, I guess it's good medicine for him then. Yeah, Meteor is definitely like a Kappa horse then, because Kappa is slow and has a bit of a tendency to be lethargic. It's one of the doshas in Ayurveda. Oh yeah, now then I have to get notes from other people. It's kind of funny because now the teacher, when Linda is done, the teacher's gonna use notes from his students. Well, I guess the teacher would also know the info about the top out of his head. If you're nervous, then yeah, then you might get a little bit blocked. Oh, that was right away. Her opening the door. Another long hallway. Yeah, that's seen more often when these NPCs, when they walk out of the doors. More longer hallways, so this school may actually be much larger than it seems. Maybe it's quite huge then. I'm so curious to that. Like, I feel then like I want to discover it all. Oh, Graham is guilt tripping. Oh well. Sure, it's just a little bit of research then. Yeah. That rock reminds me of maybe some stuff near the UFO. Pine Hill Mansion, yeah, that's also where we're going. Well, if you already played it, then you know that. He looks very strict. And then one more trophy. Again, Sans. typical. Yeah. I so feel, Linda, like you just want to get to the stable, to the horses. I remember one time, I was in general good student, but I also had my sneaky thing sometimes. Like one time, I had typing college to say, so we were learning to type. And also a little bit faster, and we could actually, it's silly, why did we have to learn that? Like, I don't know. But one day I remember it was a sunny day, it was nice weather, and I felt like I really wanted to go to the horses. And it was my last lesson of the day, the typing workshop. Or course, that's the word I was looking for. I did manage it, by the way, got the certificate, but I just felt like going to the horses. I skipped the typing lesson and I just went away. I just went home. but the teacher, she wasn't mad at me. She also she said that to me actually, that she saw me biking away when I didn't go to the lesson. But yeah, she wasn't angry, and I was just straight up honest. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to go to the horses, didn't feel like the lesson. She didn't make a big thing of it, so it was kind of funny, really. Yeah, the first vision of Pine Hill Mansion. That must be quite the experience when you discover powers like that. Like, imagine that happening in real life. Then all of a sudden you get a vision or whatsoever. That would be odd. These stables really are small. They can't even make a proper turn. Well, it's pixels though. Like, I'm more for bitless horse riding, but I do use bits in Star Stable with some outfits because it looks good. I know. So hypocrite. No, just kidding, not hypocrite. I'm just like, in the game, can apply some nuance. But then again, with these modern boots on the horse's legs, I just don't feel comfortable using them. Just looking at that makes me feel uncomfortable. So then again, even though it's pixel, I don't want to use that. But the regular leg wraps, which would actually be tighter than in real life, and that's fine. That does not make me feel comfortable. But you know, it's fine. I don't have to feel the same about everything, so yeah, that is just how it is. Alright, some more jumping now. Oh yeah, of course, I was going to talk about why I think it is so pink in these games. So what I think was happening in this time, I think the Pandorian energy, it was really on the rise. Because remember, in old and new SSL, at some point Pandorian energy was also on the rise when those cracks started to show up that got more pink into the world. And I mean, look at this horizon, it is pink everywhere. There are no cracks leaking, but somehow it is so much pink. So, and I think that really indicates that during this time that the balance, it was shifting more into the Pandorians' energy's favor, or in the hands of evil more. And the fact that the Soul Riders awake around this time, I don't know exactly where I read it anymore, but there was this thing that the Soul Riders only awake when they are needed. And so that they awake during this time, when it is so pink, when energy seems to be out of balance and too much in Pandorian's favor, or even Garnock. It is no coincidence then that around this time they wake up. That would be so weird, like living in a world like this with always such a pink sky. Like, pink skies are beautiful, and they're more present in summer and real life, but all the time, except then during the night. Then it's not really visible. Then it's just regular blue. But like here during the day, it's just really so much pink mist or hue and sky. So yeah, that's gotta be it. I think that Pandorian energy was just getting so strong, and I guess it was getting strong because of what Sand was doing and the Dark Riders. See, the Dark Riders, they had been active all this time, and their power was not really counterbalanced. Here it is so pink too. And to balance it again, the Soul Riders had to awaken. Which also made for quite a journey. I wonder how Neil Astro is gonna do this. Like, Pine Hill Mansion looks like this here. And I love this part because it's autumny. You probably guessed it already if you've been following me for longer. I like the grass and soil here too. It's a little bit of yellowish as well, it seems. More autumny-like. Well, look. Yeah, I have also a few times this for fun then I played this episode just to hang around here, to just discover a little bit more. I just wanted to see if there were more hidden things in and around Pine Hill Mansion. This is what that part looks like. It's so pink here, the sky, but it does look really beautiful in my opinion. Yeah, it's good that the Soul Riders woke up during this time. Because otherwise evil would have won. Like, if Lisa hadn't awakened, then StarShine would have been dead by now, probably already sacrificed. And yeah, then it would have been too late. I mean, yeah, maybe it's still possible to win with only 3 of the Soul Riders, but the chance does get slimmer, so, or it slims. I like this little maze part. Yeah, I also did that sometime. Like, I just looked around the maze. I just wanted to see if I could find more hidden stars or anything. I just wanted to explore it. More autumn leaves. I think from the those videos when players that they glitch into an area that has not been released yet. They also did that with K Point. And what was already visible at K Point. This is so brave, by the way. Linda just goes in and she has to, but like, she just goes through the front door. Like, she's not at all scared. We as a player do it. Like she's not scared to run into sand or something. Or anybody else that could be here. Yeah, the girls, they did get lucky because if Linda and Lisa would have run into them, they were so lucky that it was empty at this time. Then that would be bad. What was there going on again? Oh yeah, right. People glitched into K Point, and there were other trees. Like K Point is also a bit either the beginning of autumn or the Ritusandi, the bridge between two seasons. Ritusandi between summer and autumn, because it seemed to be a little bit mixed. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Pine Hill Mansion would be located in like Cape Point or something. But it's not sure yet, but those videos when people glitched into it, they did show some progress at some point. Or maybe it's used as a placeholder area or something like that to test things out as a test area. Could also be the thing, but still. This greenhouse also has a few interesting things. This statue is in Valedale as well, in New SSO. Still have no idea what it means. I asked the SSO once in the past, but I don't think they really knew either. And what is this? Is that like a blobfish on the stone? What is that for? I didn't really look at it at first, but now this time while I was playing, I was like, what is that little iron or stone platform actually? Yeah, it's a stone platform. I don't know if you can actually fill this episode if you peek first. Don't think so. And this is what I mean. The girls were so lucky. Because if they had been later, I mean, Linda has been here now for like 5, maximum 10 minutes. If she had been 10 minutes later, then she would have been captured. And Lisa as well. Well, she would have to have been there like 15 minutes later then or something. I don't know how long she has been here with like these girls there. They're brave teenagers. Yeah, they gotta be, otherwise we have nothing to play. This race, you can't fail it. Lisa will say that a couple of times, that you have to hurry up, but you don't have to. You can't lose it. Because this time, for example, I just took it easy and it was still fine. On the star hunt again, of course. I think at the end that I actually found all stars in the Linda episode. Yeah. Yeah, there's always 2 that I can't find in the Lisa episode. Maybe I'll try that again sometime. I did try that already during that hunt in the woods. I did that one time. I just looked around and I avoided Sabine and looking for stars, and it's just 2 stars there. Or I must have missed it, but Yeah, that's a fun thing about this. You can't just replay whatever episode you want whenever you want, and if you wish you can explore the area. It doesn't matter with progress and everything. I don't know how it is in the last episode, because then when you have to destroy the seals in Pandoria, and yeah, I gotta go back for the star. You need stars in that episode to have more time in Pandoria. And I think if you have not found enough stars in that whole episode, which is about Alex, then maybe you might not have enough time not to be able to make it, or not have any stars at all. But I'm not sure about that. I would have to look at that, to just try that out. But all those kind of things, I'm not gonna show all that, maybe someday or something, but that are also fun things just for you to try out yourself, just to play around a little bit with the game, do whatever you feel like. Alright, gotta take a sip of my tea again. I'm menstruating now, so I have rose tea and also chamomile and rosemary. Rosemary moves the blood and helps. Chamomile is just, it helps to relax. And rose also has the aroma alone, it has really like relaxing, healing vibe. Rose can also be a bit cooling, and for me that is good because I also have a lot of pitta. There's a hot dosha, and I have had it in the past that I had heat-related pain symptoms when menstruating, because when I started to eat more consciously, when I looked more at the herbs etc. that were in whatever food I bought and what, because you can look at that online. If you type in, for example, cucumber and then Ayurveda, and then qualities, then you can just find what quality it has and what effect it has according to Ayurveda in your body. And so since I've been doing that, and since I've been eating less things, I have not had those symptoms again. So, well, there's more inner work that comes to it as well, which is why I now have painless menstruations. But that took time. That took me 5 years to do. It's not a quick fix. And if I eat too much sugar in 1 month, then I notice I do have some pain again. So my food really affects how my menstruation is going to be. Alright, so we made it. Yeah, if you just started to follow my channel, I do talk about Ayurveda sometimes as well, and female body stuff. Nothing too silly. Nothing too detailed, but things like menstruation, I think it should be normal to talk about it. But of course, also compassion for those who are not comfortable with it yet, or still in that process of learning to develop a different relationship with it. But yeah, I talk about that stuff sometimes too, so it's not your thing, but maybe this isn't your channel. But if you do find that interesting to hear some Ayurvedic stuff, women wellness, women's health stuff sometimes, well then this is just a channel for you. I don't always talk about it though. Just whenever I feel like it. Like right now. Yeah. I'm an adult too. I'm turning 30 this year, so I don't see it as much as a big deal though. It's just, no, I still feel fine. So, but I really do enjoy all those memes of then 30 running, no, 1996. No, wait a second. I'm always confused about this because in Dutch it is, you say the last digit first with double digit, like 41. That is would be 1-4 if I translate it literally. 41. So I was a little confused sometimes. But in English, logically, you say the first digit first. That makes more sense to me too. But yeah, in my brain, I'm so used to how it is in Dutch. So sometimes I need to switch. But those memes with 96, yeah, not 69, 96, running from the year 30, I think it's so funny. I think it's hilarious. I laugh a lot about that. Oh, this is just so beautiful again, by the way. The sky and just all these color combinations. Yeah. Gorgeous games. It doesn't even matter that the graphics are not so modern and so refined, and maybe that is part of the charm, the graphics being like that. Yeah, it's very likely. I guess as old SSO players, I guess we are not looking so much for refined stuff, but more so for vibe, for this sort of specific vibe. I know that counts, or that goes for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I think in general that old SSO players, this sort of vibe, that this is in general what we are looking for, why we all fell in love with the game in 2011 or 2012. I think these games actually, StarShine Legacy, that they also got released around my birth year. I'm not exactly sure though. Yeah. Gotta dismantle the bomb. Did I... this is hilarious. I commented on the little marching ass teaser how much I'm looking forward to it, and SSO replied whoop whoop. It's funny. Okay, this part can be tricky too. The whole damn thing. Although I think the industrial escape in Lisa's game, that one was a little bit tricky. Alright, I'm just looking up now, in the meantime, StarShine Legacy's release date. StarShine Legacy. And then there's also the autumn and the summer and the winter and the spring riders. I don't know if I can get that legally though, and if I want to get through that fuss. If someday I can get them legally, maybe I might play that too, but that is just a lot of dailies. It's not as interesting, but it's a beautiful area. The annoying thing is though that your horse really often has to get fed and watered again. Like, there's this thing with balance, like now in new SSO, You don't need to feed or water or take care of your horse at all anymore. Just wants the daily care, but most do that with stable care nowadays. So that's the complete opposite. Like in the season rider games, you had to, let's see, 2005, Stevenfeld. Oh, that's when it was released. I thought it was in the 90s already, but no, in the 2000s. Okay. But then in the season rider games, you need to do it so often that it becomes really annoying. And now it does not need to be done at all in the US, so that also doesn't really feel natural. It is convenient, but still, like, there's no in between. But it used to be in Altus, so it was a perfect in between. Like after 2 or 3 hours playing. Oh, this piece of paper, by the way, it's so easy to miss. I had it in the past. It was so annoying. I had to redo the entire route only to find I missed this first piece of the code. It just blends in too easy with this environment. So if you haven't played this yet, don't miss this piece of paper because it's really easy to miss. Yeah, and then you have to go all the way back again, and that's really annoying. Like here it's really easy to spot, and the other two as well, but that first one is just, I missed it so often. Never again though. Never missing that anymore. But yeah, it was perfect balance back in the day with all this. So when you had to take care of your horse every 2 or 3 hours or something, I mean, yeah, that also with real life, yeah, it makes sense. It depends a little bit in real life how soon your horse gets thirsty during a trail or ride, but in general, a lot of horses can't just go on for 2 hours, no problem. But it really strongly depends on the horse. But yeah, so that feels like a good balance. Like after 2 hours of playing, that you then have to take care of the horse. Yeah, makes sense. Now it doesn't need to be done anymore at all, so it feels less realistic, less immersive, because your horse is almost just like a machine that does whatever it wants. The animations are improved and the models, and there is more idle animations, and that makes a difference. But yeah, it just feels less alive. I see StarShine Legacy is getting harder and harder to get, because back in the day I also looked for those games, really wanted to play it, but it's can't really buy it anymore. But luckily it can be played for free on StarShine Online. Then I'm also going to look up, let's see, Winter Riders, for example. I'm just curious when that was released. Let me see the wiki. Oh, they now have dedicated Discord. Nice. Nice. Yeah, okay. Except I just wanna this is all about the game, but I just wanna know when it was released. Yeah, XP, etc. I'm not so interested in that. Can hear the bomb. It doesn't say. Maybe there's an image. Or maybe on your Wikipedia. Yeah, these games, they are of course getting old now as well. Okay, maybe I should do another one. Release date. It's hard to find. Lost media. Oh, here you see something. 2009 or 2008. So either one of those. Cool. Okay, this gap, it's actually not that hard. Well, if you're nervous, well, then it may be. But, no, you just gotta go for it without fear, then you get it. Just don't jump too early. Of course, you don't want to jump too late either, but of course, seeing such a huge gap when you play it for the first time may make you a little nervous, but it's actually not that hard. Then I also want to see StarShine Academy, that dance game. When was that released? Yeah, Linda, she's laid back, but she's really courageous. Actually, that is also where that little short is about. You know, there are those 4 shorts, little clips about all the Soul Riders. And Linda it's also about her not being scared because of knowledge. And I really like that. It really fits her character. I think in general, new SSL, they still know really well Linda's character. Like, she didn't, her personality didn't change so much. Yeah, they really captured her essence still, to say so. Or was it Star Stable Academy? Star Stable. I am really just jumping. I'm not good with it. It's a miracle that I made it. How is the sky? It's blue now. Maybe it was just variation, but it could also be that the energy is already being balanced now by Linda's actions. Because at this point, Star Stable could have been dead, that bomb could have gone off, all more points for the dark side. But no, because Lisa awakened in time, that didn't happen. And because Linda awakened in time, the bomb didn't go off. This was all really essential. Hello. Oh, I didn't make it. Right. Too much, but I'm not a jumper. Not in real life, but also not in games as well. More of this size. I guess in the jumping, it's a risky life. something bad fall can happen really quickly. Like if you and your horse are anticipating the jump, and then at the last moment your horse decides not to jump, then you can so easily fall over the horse and into an obstacle, hit your head or whatever. Like, yeah, jumpers are courageous because jumping, while horse riding in general, it always involves risk, no matter what. Even on the calmest pony, anything can happen. There's always risk, and with jumping especially, and especially cross country, the less forgiving obstacles. Yeah, because I failed. I already got 2 stars, the last 2 stars, but they are available again. This time I managed to go. Hello, I like that. You were just lucky. Well, no, we were not. We had to try for it. And that's another episode done. I really enjoyed this. Also, doing the voicing for trees. Yeah, it's just really enjoyable to do. Star Stable Dance or Star Academy. Oh, that got released in 2007. Aha. So basically, this stuff, it all started in like 2005 or something. Yeah, I got all the stars this time. Alright guys, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon. Bye!